everybody, welcome to the Vitruvian Live. Today is May 27th and it has been a long time, folks. And I know, and I'm not sure when the next episode will be. Wow, life as a new daddy is rough, folks. So first of all, I want to apologize. My last Vitruvian Live video, I got a bunch of very lovely comments, very lovely comments, and honestly I didn't find the time nor the motivation to answer these comments, and I'm sorry about that. I feel really bad because it was really nice what you all said, how you were supporting me. It was a hard time in the beginning when I just became a dad and trying to find a way in this new life. And it still is. It's still pretty rough at some times. But Inara is 2 months old now, 2 months and 3 days to be exactly, and she's doing very well. But it has good and bad times, and we're finally starting to enjoy things a little bit because she's starting to react to certain things. She's starting to see more things and react to them and to us if she sees us. So it's more fun that way. But wow, it's rough at sometimes. It's and the most difficult part is to adjust to a new life where you don't have that much freedom as you used to, and that's pretty hard. So work has been hard. I did so much overtime lately and so much stress going on. So then I come home, and then of course Inara needs the attention, and her evenings aren't the best. She has great nights, honestly. She sleeps quite good. She has good days as well most of the time, but that's with Elisa because I'm at work. But her evenings, they are not always that great. So that means work, stress, come home, and have some stress as well. But still, she's adorable and we love her to death. So yeah, thanks again for all those nice comments last time. Wow, it's and I feel ashamed that I didn't answer them, but it has been crazy. Anyway, what else is going on in my life? Well, my car broke down and got repaired. Well, kind of repaired, just so I could drive a little bit more with it until I decided to let it be fixed completely, which would cost a lot of money and which wouldn't be certainty to last that long. Maybe a year, maybe 5 years, they couldn't tell me. So we, after a lot of deliberation, decided to buy a new car. I probably show that car one of these days on social media. Why? Because I don't want to brag. It's quite a nice car. I will be working to pay for that car. There is an episode somewhere on the channel where I talk about being frustrated about not be able to buy a certain car, but I bought it. We bought it, and it looks a little bit like a car to brag with, but I'm not that kind of guy, and I'm not that kind of driver either. But I just like that car quite a bit. So that's good and bad because it's stressful to spend quite a bunch of money on a car. Ugh. Anyway, then the channel. Oh, folks, the channel. I've had a lot of ideas and a lot of things that I wanted to do. When we were in our last weeks of the pregnancy, somehow we were this kind of naive to think that I would have a lot of time because baby would need a lot of sleep and we would be locked inside a little bit with the baby, but still we had a lot of time to do stuff, and that's not the case. So I had a lot of ideas, a lot of games that I want to do a playthrough of, that I want to do unboxings of. I wanted to start a Kickstarter series, something once in every 2 weeks. I had a bunch of things that I wanted to do, and as you have noticed, I did nothing of them. And today I wanted to film something, and this episode wasn't planned because I actually wanted to do an unboxing video for Empires of the North. So I started filming, and oh boy, I am so rusty in all this YouTube stuff. So I have everything here. I started filming, and it was crap. I didn't know what to say. I said the wrong things. I wasn't prepared well enough. I should have reread the rules before I was talking about this game. So I stopped filming somewhere halfway and decided to do this episode. So yeah, there's no promise here, but I'm still hoping I will be able to do a playthrough of this. So if everything goes as planned and as hoped for, and as I said, I'm not promising anything because life is so unpredictable now, I might do a solo playthrough of the game here, of Empires of the North with the Egyptian Kings expansion. And for that, there are two clans in this set. You have the Amenhotep clan, which is probably the most difficult one. Well, difficult is the most complex one, maybe so far in this entire game of all expansions, because you have to pay to sustain your cards or something. You have to kind of pay an upkeep to keep some cards, which is challenging but pretty cool. And the other clan is the Hatshepsut clan, and that's difficulty 8. The other one is 9, so that's also pretty complex. And the cool thing is that you can place cards underneath your fields, and they have trees on them, and that's called soils. And if you harvest the field and you have a worker on that field, because you can assign workers on those fields, it has a little worker symbol on the top with the new clan here, then you also get to harvest the soils. And they have trees without and trees with apples. Trees without apples give you wood, and trees with apples give you apples. And that's also a challenge, because the workers that you place on these cards, you will need to, you don't have them for other stuff. So that's also a pretty cool one. So if you want to see a playthrough, I will do my best to do so, but as I said, no promises at all of if and when. But let me know which clan you are most interested in. So we have Hatshepsut clan, and we have Egyptian names, Amenhotep clan. So go ahead and choose. And we'll see what we'll do. I don't know. Anyway, more things happening and arriving. I got Destinies from Lucky Duck Games, which is a narrative competitive game where you're trying to reach your destiny before the other players. It's a 1 to 3 player game, so it's a little bit special. We played 2 games so far, liked it quite a bit, but there were some things that I was afraid of after 2 plays, and I think the 3rd play will answer some questions that I have, mostly in how different these scenarios are that you play. I got some more, what else do I have? Oh, I have some expansions for Nemesis, which I'm dying to play again, which has been a while, because it takes quite a while time to play, so that's something that I'm really hoping for to do in the near future again. I got, what else do I get? I bought Egyptian Kings, of course. I bought the Moloch expansion for 51st State, which I should also play solo again one of these years. I sold some games as well. Apocrypha is gone, for example, and some other things that I cannot remember anymore what I sold. Fallout, the board game, is one that is gone. But I ordered some other games from Haba, the Key series. It's actually some kids games more, but I'm pretty confident that they can work for adults as well, so I'm very curious about that. I have some more Kickstarters coming up with Lawyer Up, for example, and I think the one with the movies roll camera is also almost getting here. There is of course the new Kickstarter for from City of Games. it's called like that, I think. Anyway, it's no expansion for Isle of Cats, which is of course very interesting. Besides that, we've been playing some older games, Ginkopolis, we've been playing Merlin. It sounds like we've been playing a lot, but we didn't. There has been very little gaming here in this house as well. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm just looking around to see if there's something else that I didn't mention. Probably I did. I probably mentioned a very few things that I could mention. Anyways, folks, I think this episode is already way too long. Again, thank you for all your support. It has been a rough time. I've been very down of being locked inside, of losing some freedom with the baby, I must admit, of losing touch with friends, mostly friends playing games in real life. It has been so long now. I'm still not vaccinated, and I guess it will still take a while. It's not going really fast in Belgium. The numbers are okay, but the vaccinations, I think most of the older people are vaccinated now. Now they are vaccinating the more sensitive people. I don't know how to say it. And then they will begin with the normal people. But it's not going as it should in the end. But anyway, so that has been rough as well. Also, honestly, I must admit, this is the first time in a long time that I bought my own Portal games, expansions or games, whatever, just because I also losing touch with Portal games at this moment, because, well, there are no conventions, so I cannot do that much work for them, or I cannot go there, I cannot meet them, I cannot talk to them really. There is this, of course, the Twitch channel, but it's a US thing, so most of the time, so I'm asleep when they are filming or streaming. Plus, I don't have that much time either to join them if they do it a little bit earlier when I'm still awake. So it's been a very rough time, a little bit depressing at moments, especially with work as well. But sometimes, at some moments, some of you sent me a message on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and that helps quite a bit. Now, it sounds a little bit downish, right? I'm sorry about that. I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm a happy daddy as well. Inara is wonderful, and I have good hopes that life will be better. We will be free again to play with friends, and Inara will get a little bit older, and she will need a little bit less attention, well, at least in the way she does now. So everything will be just fine, but I'm a little bit tired. You might notice that. Anyway, thank you for still being here. Again, no promises. I hope to keep this channel somewhat alive until life gets back to normal. And maybe very soon we will start that Discord channel that I've been talking about, because work is getting a little bit less crazy, so I might have a little bit more time to talk with you on a Discord channel. So if you're still interested in that, let me know as well. And also, please let me know how you are doing in your world, in your life. Put it in the comments below. I'm really curious. I miss you guys and girls and everybody. I miss all of you. It's been crazy, but I'm here, and I hope you're still here as well. Thanks again for watching today, and I hope to see you all next time somewhere in the future. Bye bye.